This is Bale, which is located in the highlands of Ethiopia.
በመጀመሪያ ደረጃ ባሌ ተራሮች ብሔራዊ ፓርክ ተመሰረተው በ1962 በእኛ አቆጣጠር ነው። አጠቃላይ ስፋቱ 2150 ኪሎ ሜትር ስኩዌር ይሆናል።
Bale Mountains National Park is one of the important World Heritage Center and is also one of the important and the richest hot biodiversity area among in Ethiopia, globally. The hot biodiversity Ethiopia. In general, globally, there are 36 hot biodiversity areas. Among these, Ethiopia has 2 of them. Among these, the Bale Mountains National Park is the first.
A place where biodiversity is not an abstract idea, but a condition for life. These forests feed millions of downstreams. This water crosses borders. What happens here echoes far beyond these mountains. Beyond the beauty of these peaks lies a global mission called BIODEV2030.
BIODEV2030 project is a project implemented in 15 countries around the world, including Ethiopia. And the project has got a motto that says reconciling biodiversity and development. The overall objective of the project is to intensify biodiversity mainstreaming in key economic sectors. In our case, in Ethiopia, it is focusing agriculture, forestry, and livestock, where some key subsectors are really in picture, such as cereal production, coffee production, livestock rearing, and biomass energy production.
BIODEV2030 is led by IUCN and funded by EFD. This initiative is actively recognizing the demands of growing country with the urgent need to protect the biological wealth.
Ethiopian biodiversity was under threat, and the threat was especially identified by this was mainly the habitat change, for instance, was one of the important threats. Unsustainable use was a threat, and the climate change was identified as a threat, and other like invasive species were identified as a threat. And at the same time, you see this identification is also helpful in order to implement in the Ethiopian National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan. It became an input, and at the same time in implementing the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework in general and the National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan of Ethiopia. It helped a lot, showing that the Ethiopian biodiversity is under threat.
Ethiopia is changing. Its population is growing. Its economy is expanding. Supplies must increase. Livestock must multiply. But every expansion carries a cost. Deforestation, habitat fragmentation, land degradation.
Ethiopia, we just experienced conflict between conservation and then agricultural practice. The bottom line, our agriculture practice not being carried out sustainably. If we see land use, even livestock production, crop production.
I think there is already a very good platform in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Biodiversity Institute, chairing leading, there is now what is called the National Biodiversity Platform. And under that platform, over 132 different organizations, ministries, NGOs, private sectors come together. And I think the BioDev project also leverages that network to continue to build the partnership for actually meaningful action by all stakeholders for biodiversity conservation.
The core of BioDev 2030 lies in biodiversity mainstreaming, integrating conversation into the very heart of the economic sector. By bringing together government ministers, private enterprises, and local farmers, the project transforms scientific data into voluntary commitment.
Faayidaan isaa amma ummatichi kun laal anarraa laaleetiin warri kalee waan bosona kanatti deemee bosona kana balleessaa ture. Waan xiqqoodhaan waan guddoo lafa xiqqoo irratti waan guddoo dalaguu ka qabnu agartee anarraa fakkeenya fudhatee akka innis bosona kan irraa baraaramu anarraa barumsaa fudhatu jedheetiin an akkanatti kun bosona keessa osoo jiru bosonaaf waan qabnu waliin jiraachaa jira kun akkuma maatii kiyyatti waliin jiraadha malee ani waan isarraa itti fayyadamu jiru uummatiin beekaa ammas ammoo namni ana laaleetiin warri bosona kanatti galgala ganama fiigee isa balleessuuf wanna jiru kun anarratti haa fudhatu takkaayyuu kan lafa bal'aa osoo qabu dalagaa ammoo laali kan dalaguu irratti dhabeetiin an lafa xiqqoo tanarratti waan haganaa mul'isee inni lafa guddaa qabu sun ammoo laali sila anaan daran dalaguu qaba jechuudha. Innaa akkas.
Ensuring that sectors like agriculture and livestock are leading the positive growth in the sector of nature.
It is not an option to have only production and productivity without taking nature into consideration, taking biodiversity as an externalities. So reconciling nature with development is a must, and it is very critical and very important, especially for our country, that we have a huge number of population, increasing population, and we have to feed all these peoples while conserving our nature.
Ibidda qabatee namni yeroo asmara damma muruudhaaf deemu ibidda qabatee bosona keessa deema. Lubbuu namaa irrattis dhiibbaa guddaa qaba. Dhiibbaa guddaa inni qabu muka korteet gichaadhaan muka irratti baatee achirra murta jechuudha. Lubbuu namaatiifis yeroo inni chaalenjii ta'utu jira jechuudha gaagurri aadaa. Hanga gaagurri ammayyaa kun dhufe oomisha irratti iyyuu waliin argu garaagarummaa guddaa qaban.
If the agriculture profit grows, pressure is taken away from the forest. This can be achieved by developments that protect ecosystem, dignity, and biodiversity. The work at Bale is a blueprint for decade ahead. Through BioDev 2030 framework, Ethiopia is proving that there's no separation between prosperity and the planet.
BioDev 2030 almost for the last 4 years. And thus far, there has been a big achievement.
Biodiversity is not a luxury, it is infrastructure. It is economy. It is our future. Bale is proving that reconciliation is possible.
World is interconnected. No country is living in a silo separately. We are connected through ecology, through biodiversity. And the place where I'm currently standing, Bale Eco Region is a world treasure.